Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Coming up on Build It Forward.
Who knew that a country singer was also a handy guy, guys?
The idea of owning a home it's so far away I couldn't even consider it. It means the world to me. I mean, this is life-changing.
Welcome to your new reality.
Thank you, I like this one.
My name is Paul Brandt. This is my day job. It's given me a great life. Like many entertainers, I like to pay it back, but I'd still like to do more. So my wife and I had an idea. What if we gave people the opportunity to help someone else and at the same time help themselves?
To give it away.
The people that I look at that have given back, that have been inspirations to me, are the people who give back regardless of what situation they're in. That's what this is all about. That's what Build It Forward really means. It's about looking toward the needs of other people before you look toward the needs that you have. Over 25% of single mothers in Canada live below the poverty line. This is a real person with real kids and real stresses that is trying to overcome this and to get out of that situation for herself and for her family's future. She's working hard, she just needs a little bit of help.
I'm Nicole, and this is Brady, and this is Marley, and that's who we are. We're a little family of three. I'm just a young woman sort of trying to find my way. I went to college and I got my diploma in child and youth care. Once I had kids, I was a stay-at-home mom. The biggest imprint on my life really has been my kids.
Brady is a 6-year-old preschooler. Marley is an active 4-year-old with a severe disability needing 24-hour care.
Marley lived in the hospital for so long in the beginning. She didn't come home at all for the first 10 months. She has a trach for breathing, she has Down syndrome, and she has some other sort of anatomical issues, so she is completely tube fed, so she doesn't eat anything by mouth, so there's that. She's on a lot of meds, and she needs 24-hour care. Brady just knew right away that there was something about Marley. Like, I think in a way it grew her up a little bit faster. Being given a gift of somebody like Marley and having to relearn how you think parenting should be and sort of the roles that you take on makes you dig deep. It really makes you dig deep, and I've learned a lot about myself.
Nicole has moved 6 times since Marley was born. Right now, 80% of her income goes to rent on her house in Calgary. She's relying on credit cards just to get by.
The reality I think that I'm struggling with the most right now is the fact that I have such limited time to earn an income. I work on the weekends, but it doesn't pay the bills, and there's only 2 days on a weekend, so that's the reality of it.
While Nicole's ex-husband has the children on weekends, she works at a second-hand store. She puts this money towards Marley's medicine, overnight care, and homeschooling.
The idea of owning a home it's so far away I couldn't even consider it. I'm barely renting a home, and I'm renting a home that I can't afford. What's up, babe?
Nicole's finances have reached a breaking point. Without a Habitat for Humanity home, she and the children could be homeless.
The one thing with Nicole, she's never asked why me, and made it just really clear, don't pity her. She's always believed how blessed she is to have Marley, and that is rare. That's so rare. I mean, God picks parents, and that was not an accident there.
A tragedy 2 years ago destroyed Nicole's home. It happened when an overnight caregiver was hired to ensure that baby Marley kept breathing through the night.
She had a boyfriend, and they were fighting. And in the middle of the night, She had basically broken up with him and said, I don't want to do this anymore. And so in anger, he came to our house in the middle of the night while we were sleeping. He doused gasoline all around our house and he set our house on fire.
The stress of the incident was too much for an already troubled marriage, and Nicole was on her own as a single mother.
She's had enough hard knocks to know that, you know, there's bad things happen to you and stuff, and it's not always that easy to get up, but she does.
Habitat for Humanity and Samaritan's Purse are charities that already help people in need to build homes. So for Build It Forward, we partnered the organizations. Families must put in 500 hours of labor on their own house in their community for Habitat for Humanity. They will also travel to a developing country with Samaritan's Purse. In return, they qualify for a home with a low-cost mortgage.
Habitat is essentially the bank, so it's not a free mortgage. So the average mortgage payment for a family is about $500 a month. The lower mortgage for families is life-altering. Their life has changed. They no longer have that financial burden and the stress over their heads. They're able now to achieve life goals and just move forward.
We've lived in a few houses and I've never actually really moved in. You know, I think kind of always being afraid to set roots because this isn't my house, this isn't my home. You know, I mean, I've been renting this house for a little while and it's just not somewhere that I've felt like I can really set my roots, and that is really my family's home.
You gonna go for a drive?
It's not going to be easy. It's not just about waiting around for a Habitat for Humanity home. It's about working with Canadian families in need, inspiring them to improve their lives and improve the lives of people in their own community, and to help other people around the world as well. And I think by agreeing to do all of those things, we're going to change everyone's life.
Nicole thinks Lisa is taking her to a Habitat for Humanity build site to talk about possible eligibility for a home. The truth is, we've got a big surprise for her.
If our family were to become part of Paul Brandt's Build It Forward program, it would mean the world to me for a few reasons. And sorry, I will get choked up about it, but the stress and the pressure that comes from trying to give your kids just, you know, the basics, it takes a toll, right?
It's really exciting to be able to be that person to say, this could be your life. This could be the place that you call your forever home. This is so much fun. Every single time I get butterflies, it's like going on stage, you know? You get really excited. I'm not scared, I just can't wait to do it. Hi there.
Oh my goodness.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. I'm Paul Brandt.
I know that.
You're Nicole, right? It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
So part of what we're doing with Build It Forward and the Build It Forward movement is asking people to go to a country and to help to build a house or a building or something to help them there. And so we're wondering if you'd like to build it forward.
Of course.
That would be great.
Oh my goodness.
It's unbelievable. I honestly can't believe it.
Welcome home.
Oh
We'd love you to come and see your house.
This is our house for real.
Come on in and see the house, you guys. Come take a look.
You guys have just thrown me a humongous life preserver. So it means the world to me. I mean, this is life-changing.
So come on in here, guys. Welcome home. This will be the living room, and I want to introduce you to Janine over here.
Hi.
She's with Bay West, and they're doing this house.
So meet you.
So what do you guys think about being in your living room for the first time?
This is insane. I can't even grasp it.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay,
Let's take
for
a look.
sure.
Yeah,
It's going to be great to be involved and actually see one of the houses become a home. She had no idea she was coming here to be told this was her house, so you know, you could just feel her emotion and her happiness.
This is fantastic.
You know, we're going to be doing a lot of work for other people.
Right.
You're doing a lot of work for yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think about all of that? How does that make you feel?
Going somewhere else and building it forward, paying it forward, that's the biggest gift, no doubt. I mean, no doubt. I will be a different person, you know? We all will be.
Welcome to your new reality.
Thank you. I like this one.
This is gonna be very different.
Nicole obviously is the kind of person who, her whole life she's been in situations where she's been able to learn what it means to take care of people.
This is unbelievable.
And instead of, you know, being, oh, woe is me about the whole thing, she's been accepting of it. She's like, this is something that has been preparing me for this moment. And she's ready to jump in. I think that's amazing.
This gets to be our home. This is gonna be where we live, right? Is that exciting? Yes, it is. It's fantastic.
Nicole has limited free time, so gathering her 500 Build It Forward volunteer hours will be tough. She's getting started by doing some paperwork for Habitat for Humanity while Marley is homeschooled.
Her teacher Peggy comes and does home programming with Marley, so really, really good progress coming from that.
This homeschooling time allows Nicole to work towards her volunteer hours on another Build It Forward build site in Calgary.
What are we doing? What are we doing today? Put us to work.
We're going to stand some walls.
Awesome. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, look at me. I'm geared up.
1, 2, 3.
Push, Nicole. Come on, push.
Sorry.
Oh, he's a taskmaster. Someone give me a hammer.
Here.
Ah, perfect.
It is sort of an overwhelming process right now with all of the deadlines and things that have to happen in the next little bit.
Oh, that's fun.
Go over. Isn't that awesome?
And I went from sort of being a stay-at-home mom to having a completely full calendar, so I feel like I'm pulled in every direction.
I'll keep doing this all day if somebody doesn't stop me.
This is my home to earn, and I want to make sure that I'm doing as much as I possibly can.
It's been a long day. Jordan, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, and what do you think? You going to be hiring her anytime soon? Or is that really? Yeah.
On the way home from the build, Nicole stops in at a local college. Being a part of Build It Forward has inspired her to think more about her future and her dreams.
Well, my ultimate goal is to get a nursing degree. That's sort of the final plan, but my situation is a little bit different and I'm not sure how the best sort of route to go about it is, but this is definitely something that I want to be a part of at some point.
And while Nicole thinks about her future, it's up to us to figure out where she's going to spend the rest of her 500 volunteer hours.
You know, it's really important for me in this process to find a destination for our Build It Forward families that's going to be the perfect fit.
Here in Mexico, we're working mostly in the southern part of the country, in Villahermosa. This is an area that was flooded.
Nicole's can-do attitude makes her an ideal candidate for the Samaritan's Purse building project in Villahermosa. Whole neighborhoods are being built on higher ground, protecting families from recurring deadly floods.
And I think that that's the kind of place where her abilities are really going to come in handy.
Well, I'm excited to tell you today where you're going to be going.
Okay, me too.
So you ready?
Are you ready? Okay, we're ready.
All right. Well, you're going to be going to Mexico.
Woohoo!
All right.
Awesome.
You're going to be going to a place called Villahermosa. So you're going to be joining in,
Awesome.
and you're going to be working shoulder to shoulder with a family very much like yourself, who's going to be getting a new home.
I'm going to be a part of rebuilding some housing in the community for families that are affected by floods that happen there all the time. So I'm just excited for the challenge. I'm excited to challenge myself in a new way and sort of prove to myself what I can do and realize my potential and my ability to give something back to somebody else.
Like Nicole, Aricelli is a single mother of a child with health issues. As a leader in her community, her home has become known as a place where other single mothers can go for help.
The opportunity to learn from another family and to truly put things in perspective about what we have here and what others don't have, you know, that in itself is such a humongous gift. You know, it really is truly a gift for me, for my kids, for my family. Everybody will benefit from this.
But just as she's making progress, Nicole's life takes another unexpected turn.
So Marley is here at the Children's Hospital. She was admitted yesterday. They think has caught some kind of virus, so she's requiring a lot of oxygen.
Someone like Marley who has the difficulties that she has, you know, the challenges that she has in life, it's always inspiring to me to see the joy on their faces. I remember when I worked at the Alberta Children's Hospital and had the opportunity to take care of kids like Marley, you know, who are going through a lot of different physical challenges. And you always leave at the end of the day going, man, what an inspiration.
It seems so surreal to me to be preparing for this big journey while Marley's in a crib in the hospital. So I'm leaving with a bit of a heavy heart, but an open heart. And yeah, I know she's going to be just fine.
Nicole's departure is 1 week away. Between the hospital and volunteer hours, Nicole has managed to find some helpful gifts to bring to Mexico.
Hello.
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
We have diapers in a carrier for you.
I hear. This is awesome, you guys.
There are a lot of diapers.
That is so fantastic.
The store where Nicole buys her baby supplies is donating 100 diapers for her to take to Mexico.
Well, I'm excited. I've never been anywhere before, like ever.
That's even better.
Yeah, so I'm
so cool.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect, which is part of the excitement, right? I'm like, this is such a totally new experience for me. So.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Take care. Welcome to UBD Artists. Are you going to paint today?
Brady has discovered that her mother will be staying with a little boy in Mexico. With help from her grandmother, she picks a gift for Marco.
Would I guess right that this is going to be for a little boy? Yep. Perfect.
It's a piggy bank. I'm here with my granddaughter at one of her favorite places, and I know that Nikki wanted to do a plate for the mother, so I'm doing it. Did Mommy show you where Mexico is on a map? No. It's quite a ways away. Brady is fine. She had a great time, yeah. My daughter is my whole world, and this is like just a gift, a total gift to her. It's a reward for being as good as she is.
This is one of my favorite places in the world, Alberta Children's Hospital. That's what we're here to do right now, is raise money for Country 105's Radiothon and to support the Children's Hospital. It's kind of a built-in Build It Forward moment.
Paul Brandt, live at the Alberta Children's Hospital.
The idea behind Build It Forward is similar to what's going on with the Alberta Children's Hospital Radiothon. It's about realizing how blessed we all are, and it's about wanting to give a chance to other people by giving back.
We're the Odd Squad along with Paul Brandt, and we're about to meet another special family.
We came across Nicole as a part of our search for our show, and this is a really, really difficult time for her. You know, we found out this week that that Marley had to come back into the hospital, and she's here right now.
What would you say you've learned from Marley?
I learned that there's an amazing amount of strength in each one of us, and you can't look at that kid and not give up. You know, you just can't. So.
Well, do you, since you're here and you got a guitar on your lap,
Paul, I would love to. This, you definitely were a definite inspiration for me when I was writing this song. So I hope you like it. If you don't tell me. Okay.
Ready or not.
Somebody asked me, are you still going to go? Like, Marley's in the hospital, and yes, I'm going. And the reason why I'm going is because Marley's still in the hospital. We need this as a family. This being a part of this project is just the opportunity of a lifetime.
But I think I found a way to make love stay.
I have 3 days to get ready, basically. So it's crunch time for sure, but I'm excited. It's coming.
With Marley in the hospital getting the care she needs, Nicole's friends Angelica and Jody offer support while she packs for Mexico.
This is the beginning of something bigger and better for her, and this is her trip to Mexico is just going to be the first of many trips.
I'm just beyond excited for her. It has been very stressful the last week or two. Marley is in a hospital and everything, to realize, in the end, everything it will be fine. This is not a vacation, this is so much more than that. This will absolutely change her life. It will change her life.
All I know really is that it's a single mom, and she's got a little boy. He has a lot of respiratory issues as well, so we have a bit of a connection there. So.
Oh, that is
she did
so
such a good job.
nice.
It's my mom's handiwork there.
Nice.
That is good job,
very
eh?
pretty.
I think being away from my kids is going to be the biggest struggle. I've never been away from them for more than the weekend, but it's part of this journey, and it's, I'm ready for it. I'm going to miss you.
I know you are.
Yeah, you just kind of have to take that leap of faith and say everything's going to be all right.
Nicole, welcome.
How are you?
Good, welcome to Mexico.
Good. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's
How are
nice to see you. I'm good.
I grabbed that for you.
Thank you very much.
Nicole is volunteering in Villahermosa. It lies in southeastern Mexico with Guatemala to the east and the Gulf of Mexico to the north.
My eyes would not shut, and neither would my mouth. I was in absolute awe that I was here.
Villahermosa is the capital of the state of Tabasco, but Tabasco is low-lying and swampy. In 2007, it suffered Mexico's worst national disaster. 1 million people were flooded out. Many communities still need rebuilding.
And so is this whole area flooded?
Yes, but especially the streets in the middle, because you see we're going down. All the streets were really full of water. And the other problem was also that many people get into the house, break into the houses.
Oh, and steal.
Today, we're getting ready to go and meet Aricelli and her family. I'm excited to be a part of her journey as much as she's a part of mine, so I can't wait to meet her. Hola.
Hola.
Bienvenida.
Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo te llamas? Dilo.
Give him time. Give him time.
Like Nicole, Aricelli is the single mother of a child who has trouble breathing. 6-year-old Marco has a lung disorder.
Y prácticamente el pulmón derecho lo tiene más dañado que el izquierdo y pues vive con la mitad de su capacidad.
So when Marley was born, she was born without an esophagus, without a connection between her stomach and her mouth. So she's fed through a feeding tube. So similar to Marco, she has a lot of lung issues, a lot of breathing problems because of that. I feel overwhelmed a little bit. I mean, I was prepared to see what's around here, but it's an interesting position to be in, right? To think that me and Aricelli are on the same sort of path, but clearly in completely different worlds.
I want you to come inside with me. I prepared something special for you.
Thank you very much. It feels amazing to be welcomed into their family, especially when I'm not with mine right now. So I'm definitely going to have that conversation with her about sort of filling the little hole that's been created by coming here without my girls. So it's exactly what I needed at exactly the right moment. So I'm glad for that.
For my first stop in Villahermosa, Dan from Samaritan's Purse shows me where the people of Aricelli's community are living now and why it's vital that they get better housing as soon as possible.
There's a lagoon, there's a marsh on the backside of this, so every time it rains, the water just kind of comes up and floods. And, you know, the people here have families here. They don't want to move here because they say their schools are close by. They say that the jobs are close by. They just don't know that there's a better option sometimes.
Yeah.
And so it's been very difficult and it's been very challenging to try to get people to relocate to another area, you know, a better area, better living conditions. So
But the reality is that we're standing at sea level right now.
We're standing at sea level. You know, year after year, even with small amounts of rains, it floods here, as you can see. This is from rain that happened over the weekend. Wow. They're pretty harsh living conditions.
The people in the community of Villahermosa have strong friendships with their neighbors, and they all look forward to an opportunity to live in safe new homes. Back in Canada, Nicole's mom Wendy is busy helping Nicole by volunteering at Habitat's Calgary Restore.
I'm here.
To cover Habitat's program cost, the store sells new and used furniture, appliances, and building materials that have been donated.
Nicole is at Villahermosa right now in Mexico. Also, Marley is in the hospital right now. Fortunately, Marley is doing well, so that's good news, and I'm sure Nikki will feel better about that. Because she's limited with Marley and her time, the rest of us are trying to be in here as much as possible. It's going towards a brand new home, a brand new life for them. Like, it's the very least that I could do for my Nikki.
We'll get you set up and working with Araceli and start working on the houses.
Sound good?
Pues esto es mi futuro. This is my
Nicole's job in Villahermosa is to help build the new houses where Aricelli and her neighbors will live.
It's an endless job.
Oh, ya.
Yeah.
Oh, where do we dump it?
We dump it at the end.
Oh my gosh.
Who is going next? And how you feel this work?
It's hard work. You guys work really hard to build
Es un
these
trabajo muy
houses.
pesado.
You are tough.
You know, today we did some work that, I mean, I'm a pretty tough girl, but out there in the sun, shoveling this heavy clay dirt, I mean, after about 15 minutes, I was thinking, I don't think I can do this. And so I said to Aricelli, how long have you been doing this for? She said, 5 months. You know, in that moment, I thought, oh my goodness, now this is a woman that I want to be like. I mean, seeing what these people have been through and seeing them rise above and just band together and restart their world,
amazingly beautiful. And hopefully I can follow in their example and draw from them and learn from them.
By the time I show up, Nicole is happy to have an extra couple of hands.
Who's that hard-working girl over there?
You're fitting right in.
Oh, barely.
How's it going?
Really good.
Good?
This is, yeah, this is some work.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
What are you up to?
See? Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get to work.
This is awesome.
You were always smiling and beaming when we were back home, but I tell you, you brought it to a whole new level.
Well, it's thanks to Aricelli for sure.
Because you're stronger than us, we can feel this with their...
Yeah, but I love it here. I absolutely love it. Something tells me you've done this before.
This has kind of been a dream of yours to do this.
Totally, absolutely, yeah.
I want to be like her someday. I just think she's awesome. And to get to meet Aricelli today and to know that they've had so much in common, and I'm so happy that the two of them have found each other in this process. It seems to happen that way whenever you do something like this, whenever you reach out and you put yourself on the line and you go, I'm going to go and do this because it's the right thing to do. We get so much more out of it than we ever could have imagined, and it's always unexpected.
I mean, seeing what these people have been through and seeing them rise above and just band together and restart their world, amazingly beautiful. And hopefully I can follow in their example and draw from them and learn from them. Kids are on my mind right now. I miss them a lot. I had some time to call home.
Yes. Yeah, we can see you. Hello. Hi, Braid. How are you? Where's Marley? Did you put her to bed?
Yeah, they'll be right now.
Oh. Well, give her a big kiss for me. Marley doesn't have any clue what's happening, and so I'm just gone. And I think, you know, she's not necessarily even gonna notice that anything's different, but for me, it's like a little bit of a heart tug. Mwah. I miss you lots, baby. Okay, well, I love you. Bye. Bye. I feel totally recharged. I know that they're good, and I can focus on what I need to focus on here, so.
While Nicole's helping others with Samaritan's Purse in Mexico, the employees from Bay West are donating their time to help finish Nicole's new home in Calgary.
Today we're doing the Blitz build. We've got 15 people working very hard, painting the walls, screwing down the subfloor, lots of different jobs around. We're all really happy to do it for Nicole and her family. It's a really special feeling to be part of a project like this. This is what we do for our regular jobs every day. It's an easy way we can give back.
As Nicole and Aricelli work on the new homes in Villahermosa, Nicole learns more about what her work means to Aricelli.
So what do you think about going from where you're living to coming here?
No, pues es muy diferente, ¿no? Es una mejor calidad de vida para mi bebé.
Of course.
I mean, that should be a given, that you should be able to live in a place where your child can breathe safely, you know? So to be a part of this and be able to be, you know, have just even a tiny hand in it, even if it's just paint or whatever, I'm just so, so honored to be a part of that journey. And as a mom, I know how much that probably means to her.
Me dicen que sueño mucho.
People call me a dreamer. Yeah, but that's where the best things come from, is from dreams, right?
Nicole's time in Villahermosa has not only made a difference to Aricelli, but to the entire community as well.
So it's its own freestanding city.
Exactly, and you see there's a new neighborhood. They already met together, and now they became friends.
Yeah, I love seeing the fences go up. You know,
exactly.
There's a white picket fence over there. This is a bamboo fence, just a little bit different, you know.
The next phase of development for Samaritan's Purse's Villahermosa project includes a community center and playground. Build It Forward's involvement with this kind of project will help me promote the movement back home.
That's me.
When I say goodbye to Aricelli and Marco, I learn a little more about their hopes for the future.
He has this ventilator.
Las mangueras que entraban en su boquita.
Are you hopeful in your new community that his breathing is going to get better?
¿Esperas que ahora en tu nueva comunidad mejore su respiración?
Sí.
Yeah. I think it will make a big difference. You haven't let any of the challenges that you've had in your life weigh you down. And I have a feeling that your dreams to help more and more people with your foundation and working with your family are going to get bigger than you can even imagine. That's my hope for you.
¿Y por qué me pongo así? Porque es una emoción grande, ¿no? De un sueño tan grande que muchos han dicho, bueno, sueñas mucho. Y hagamos mucho, es como Nicole y yo.
I don't think you can ever dream too much. I think that it's hard to understand sometimes why we have to go through the valleys and the difficult times in life. But you're very smart because you've learned a secret, I think. The reason that we go through those valleys
La razón por la que vamos por esos valles
is so that we can help other people through.
es para poder ayudar a otra gente.
I spend my life writing songs and singing for people. And I find getting to meet people like you and seeing the way that you live your life are what inspire me. And I'll always remember this day and always carry you in my heart. And I'm honored to call you my friends.
After saying goodbye to Aricelli, I head back to Canada to continue to spread the word about Build It Forward. With the help of her family, friends, and supporters, she's fulfilled more volunteer hours. A week building new homes in Mexico with Samaritan's Purse has counted towards her commitment and changed her perspective in many ways.
I love this place. It's an amazing, amazing place. I've been so filled up just inside with joy and hope and happiness. So it's going to be hard to leave here. So it's Friday. Today's our last day here. I'm like happy and sad about it.
Bienvenida.
Welcome.
¿Cómo estás?
How are you? Is that your luggage?
Before Nicole leaves her new friends, it's time to distribute the gifts from home.
So Brady painted this for Marcos.
Brady pintó eso para Marcos.
¡Ay,
¿Cómo se dice? Es una
So
alcancía.
that's from my little girl Brady. Gracias. And at the same day when they went to paint the ceramics, I was supposed to go, but I took Marley to the hospital instead. So my mom went instead of me, and she painted you this.
Ay, qué linda.
Beautiful.
La voy a poner en mi nueva casa.
I'm gonna put it in my new house.
Oh, dije, no voy a llorar, pero me estás haciendo llorar.
I said, I'm not gonna cry, but you're making me cry.
Well, then we're even. So this is a donation of 100 cloth diapers and a baby carrier for you to use with your foundation to pass out to whoever it is that you think could use it the most.
I mean, it was just such an honor for me to be able to bring that generosity from home, you know, from people here who only knew a tiny bit of what was actually happening, and yet their gift was so perfect and so needed and fit so well. I was just absolutely honored to pass that box along. Yeah, it was great, a great moment.
I will never forget you, and we are true friends. You have a friend and you have a family in Canada, and we will talk. Maybe in tiny sentences, but we will talk. I feel like I said goodbye, but I know it's not actually goodbye, so I'm feeling good about that part, and I'm thankful for the opportunity, but I'm also very ready to go home and hug my ladies.
He got through, Braid. Look, he's right here.
Sounds like you guys are having fun.
Oh no, bro.
It was definitely a wonderful welcome home, and I think it was something that I was really conscious about, being away from them for that long, and I think I really surprised myself with how easy it was once I got there to just let go and be in the moment. I think it was a good lesson to give the people in my life a lot more credit. I really do have great supports here. Well, the next little bit is sort of getting my volunteer hours are done. That's sort of a big goal for me in this sort of short term. I've been asked a lot, like, what does this mean to you, getting this house? What does it mean, you know? And I didn't quite really put all the pieces together, but it really does mean that I get to be the mom I want to be. I can focus on school. I can focus on learning more things and having a better job and having a better way to support my girls and being a better example to them, you know? That's what this whole opportunity gives me.
With the help Build It Forward has provided her, Nicole is now able to seriously consider returning to school, which has been a dream of hers for some time.
I think given her background and some of the life experiences that she has had, It's going to be a challenge for her to determine what is the best approach, but I think whatever approach she takes, it will be based on a decision that is right for her.
I know I'll get here eventually. It might not be anytime soon, but this is too good to pass up. This is great.
And while Nicole takes the time to think about her future, I continue to get the word out about Build It Forward.
One of Canada's top country artists is putting down his guitar and picking up a hammer. Paul Brandt is one of the driving forces behind Build It Forward.
I'm being joined by country superstar Paul Brandt, who's also involved with this project.
Some other high-profile appearances have helped me promote Build It Forward. It means more home builders have joined the movement by building houses for a few more families.
People really caught on to try and be a part of what we were doing with Build It Forward. So the generosity really started to kind of catch on that way.
Everyone's sort of giving back as they hear the good things that you guys are doing.
They're building it forward.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Paul. Who knew that a country singer was also a handy guy, guys?
We've lived in a few houses, and you know, aside from little pictures that the kids have put up, I've never actually really moved in. You know, I think kind of always being afraid to set roots because, you know, I've had my roots kind of pulled out a couple of times, so it's a scary thing to do it again, but I'm so excited to move into that house and make it our home. And
it's a super exciting time. This is so much more than winning the lottery for her. This is the biggest thing that could possibly happen to Nicole. Taking down the crib for Marley, we've done it 6 times in Marley's lifetime. It means closure. It's closure from what has happened, the chaos in their lives till now, and there's nothing but calm waters and peace ahead and just sunshine. So it's an awesome thing. One more time and that's it.
It floors me. Like yesterday even, I was just with a friend and saying like, I have a house, like my house.
Not long ago, Nicole was spending 80% of her income on rent and living on credit cards to get by. It's been a long journey to achieve the 500 volunteer hours required to earn her own home. Build It Forward has given Nicole control of the future with a mortgage she can afford and the ability to reach her goals. Today, she's getting rewarded with the keys to her new house.
Honestly, I'm overwhelmed with emotion when I think about your contribution to your own life. You have opened all of our eyes up to what it means to be a survivor.
When I met them, I just knew they'd be the perfect partner for this program, and I'm so happy to see them realize their dream.
So at this time, I'd like to call up Nicole and Brady and Marley. This project was a dream to be a part of, and I've been given so many gifts through this whole process. I've met people that I would have normally never met. I've formed relationships with people that are absolutely priceless to me. Paul, I'm sure your vision started out as wanting to help families, but I don't know if you really knew how much of an impact you would really have.
On behalf of Habitat for Humanity, we'd like to present you with this special cookie jar. So it commemorates home and it represents your new home.
What do you say? I've moved so many times in the last little while that I've used up all my like, hey, can you help me move kind of credits. Most of my friends are moms, right? So I don't have a whole like crew of big, strong guys who will come and do this. So I don't know where I would be without the movers. It would be 40 trips in my van.
My stuff has never been treated so well.
I can't wait to show you the house, Mama. You're gonna cry your face off. I probably will.
Nicole shares the excitement of her home with her mother, Wendy.
Welcome to my home. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, honey, look at I know. Take your boots off. They did such a great job in building it around our family that you can't help but feel like this house was made for us. I get to set roots here. We get to have a solid foundation for us to sort of build our lives and continue as our families. Do you know what I love? Pot drawers. I have pot drawers. There's a lot of memories that are gonna start right here. This house meets all of our needs.
Thank you very much.
Nicole is already preparing for an eventual return to Mexico where she can continue to build it forward.
Aricelli and I would just be sort of stuck there, and we would do a whole lot of hand signals and some giggling and stuff, but that bond was there instantly. Like, I knew I would always be in touch with her. I think I've already had probably 15 texts from her, Facebook messages. I can't read any of them, so I need to step up my Spanish lessons, but I mean, she's a friend for life. There's no doubt about it.
Una persona muy importante.
Luckily, I have Angelica who speaks Spanish, so she's been a good help. She won't let me really answer questions in English, so that's been good.
Nicole has been in her new home for a few months. It's finally time to put up pictures and put down roots.
Brady does a lot of art, and so it's almost a necessity to have somewhere to put it up because your fridge is only so big, right?
You need to level it so that your frame is straight.
As Nicole's family finally settles into a home of their own, I thought it would be the perfect time to stop by with a little gift.
Hello.
Hey, Nicole.
You did not come empty-handed.
It's a hope chest. You use what you got, and you got it all when you got love.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And we're going to present you with this. Okay. Kind of strange, but there is an idea and a story behind it, and this is my housewarming gift to you. I scribbled it down, and I got to read this so I get it right. I'll never forget digging and wheelbarrowing with you in Villahermosa, Mexico. You're an incredibly hard worker, a strong person, and not a quitter. You've proven it once again. I pray that the foundations that you've built will withstand the wind and the rain in life and provide you with shelter and hope for the future. So this shovel to me is sort of a symbol of the things that we've been through together.
Perfect.
And I wish you nothing but the best. It's been
You're
so
very
much
much.
fun. Oh, it's been so great to get to know you. You got a beautiful house.
I know, it's wicked.
As far as the whole Build It Forward idea, how is that going to change things? Does it change things for you?
I haven't been in a place where I've been really able to give, and I think the greatest gift that came out of this is that I do have such a firm ground that I'm standing on. So I've gotten some more information about becoming a foster parent to kids like Marley who have some really complex needs. And so that's something that I'm definitely working towards, and I think having nursing education behind that makes me that much better of a person to provide that care.
I think that that's what Build It Forward, more than anything, for me has become about. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about living in it.
I think the amount of stress and pressure that it took off of me financially and just sort of that worry about how I'm going to, care for my kids has made me a better caregiver. Brady was an awesome help. Yeah, she had some skills. A lot of the times where she put things, it was already level, so that was pretty good, yeah. I think she did a great job. Pretty good.